back with another video. We ain't never did a video on Kendra G. She got like a dating live show, little situation set up, where people pop into her live and you know, basically audition, tell people things about themselves for a potential suitor. So let's get into it. This is my first time, watching her video. Let's see what's going on.
Not a
Oh my
webcam.
god. I look like a webcam? Oh Lord.
No, but I mean, hold on. We have some paid questions. All right, that wasn't to you. Hitmaker said Queen Latifah. That wasn't to you. And age don't mean a thing. The sage. Age don't mean a thing, child. All right, is your name Leah?
It's Lee.
Lee. Oh, Lee.
Yes.
Lee, where you calling me from, baby?
I am calling from Beaverton, Oregon. Just right outside of Portland, Oregon.
Okay, Oregon. How old are you?
I'm 42.
42. What you do for a living?
I work for a nonprofit doing family services for Black families. And then
Okay.
I podcast on the side.
Okay. Leah, Oregon, 42, nonprofit.
Yes.
What's your zodiac sign?
I am a Sag, a December Sag, not the crazy ones.
Yeah.
Crazy ones are November?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My
Do
best
you have
friend's
any
gonna kill me.
do you have any kids?
I do. I have three. One is out the house and grown, and I have two in the home, boys, 15 and 8.
How old is your one out the house?
23 this year.
23. Are they all by the same man?
Yes.
Yes. He ever married?
Yes.
When did I get divorced?
We got divorced about 3 years ago, separated a year before that.
Okay. All right, so let's do it. Oh, what
Oh
are you talking
gosh.
for a nonprofit? We got Lee, Oregon, 42, Sagittarius, works for a nonprofit, mom to three kids by her ex-husband. She is divorced. What kind of man you looking
Yes.
for, girl?
Ooh,
Uh, I mean, that's a good and a bad thing. She got all three of her kids by the same man. Ooh, my face like wow. Maybe I'm just seeing shit. All three of her kids by the same man, her ex-husband, which means, she didn't say how long they was together, but that lets you know that she can be a suitable partner. That's why a man got married to her, and had kids with her, started a life with her. I don't know why they separated, what was the downfall of their relationship, but it lets you know that it could work. But also, then you gotta think about how you gotta, once you get into a relationship with somebody who have a kid or kids, they they baby daddy, baby mama, ex husband, ex wife, or whatever title that person holds, it's always gonna be there. Unless, they just done away with the whole relationship. There's some people who not in their children's life.
you know, I'm picky, but I'm super indecisive. I have a type, but I don't. I do love me a chocolate man, but I am open to all shades. I like someone who's adventurous, ambitious, um, has an idea about their goals and a plan to reach them. Financially comfortable, secure, not doesn't no requirement, but just good with their own money. I want someone that I can envision having authority over my children. So, like, if you enter my life and we're going there, I expect that you'll be a positive, a positive male role model. You don't have to be their dad; they have one. But if I can't see you, you know, having authority, then it's a no go automatically. But yeah.
If you can't see him having authority over your kids,
Yeah, like if you're going to be in my children's life, I expect that you're going to be able to, you know, discipline within reason, be able to instruct, be able to guide, be able to be present and active in their lives. If I can't see that, then it's a no go.
okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers: cigarette smoking, any addictive habits when it comes to recreational drugs. Deal breakers. If they're not a conversationalist, I'm super sapiosexual, so I enjoy conversations. If it's not there, if we're not able to engage in something interesting. It doesn't have to be super intellectual or high educational level, but just, able to keep me engaged. Liars, cheaters,
Okay. Should
the
he look a
usual.
certain? Should he look a certain way?
Um, I'm 5'2", so anybody like 5'6" or taller. Pretty much everybody's taller than me, so it doesn't matter. I love black men. Scared of pink meat, so there's that.
They're scared. Oh, no white men.
It's just not. I'm not attracted. I love black men. So
Okay. Okay. You're in Oregon though, right?
say it again.
You're in Oregon, right?
And we are 6% of the state, but I don't have any trouble being around black people. I spend every day around black folks, so yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I went to school in Alabama. My family's, my daddy's side's from Louisiana, so yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Um, Not necessarily, just comfortable and able to take care of their own. Like if you make 50,000, but you're able to manage your bills and still save and have a recreation, life outside of work, then I'm good with that.
All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh,
She don't seem too hard to please. She just want a guy who she can have conversation with, who she can talk with, good with their money, who not a motherfucking addicted to no drugs or no shit like that. And then a guy who she feel like who can lead. And she want a guy who she feel like can have authority over her children, who can teach her kids something, who can guide her kids. She also want that same guy to have authority over her. I would think. Most and that probably come with maturity because she says she's 42. Most women not talking like that. You know, most women say, if we get serious, my kids are my kids, especially if they got an ex, the kid got a father in their life. You know, now what they say and what they do be two different things, but they come in like, yeah, I don't need a man to do this, do that for my kids. My kids good. My kids taking care of that, all this other shit. But it don't always work that way. It's just good to talk, which a lot of people do, mainly women.
gosh, okay. Yeah, I joined the backstage when I was at the grocery store, so I'm trying to see if this will
You
work.
got good light, so I've been very
Okay,
happy about
okay.
that.
I'm
Okay.
a little fluffy, you know what I'm saying? I got skinny legs, but
No, you actually look small to me.
well, thank you. I'm petite, but you know.
Okay. So we got Lee, Oregon, 42, Sagittarius, nonprofit mom to 3 kids by her ex-husband. When was your last relationship?
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I would consider my last relationship my husband. I've chatted with, engaged with, talked to a few people, but we never really established anything serious.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Uh, it's been a little bit of time, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know.
You don't gotta answer. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I am super indecisive, which not in a toxic way, but just I'm a go with the flow kind of person. So sometimes I struggle with decision making. Um, I am super overly ambitious, so I can be busy at times. However, I found that if I like you enough, I will make time. So there's that, but I can be really busy. I do a lot of work. I Yeah, I mean, okay, I have flaws. I don't know. I'm not acting like I'm perfect. I don't want to say that. I can be sarcastic and critical sometimes. Not critical in a bad way, but I'm sarcastic. I have a dark sense of humor. It doesn't go over well with everybody.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am super nurturing, given my career field. I love taking care of people. I love to support. I really value other people around me feeling successful. So I like to support and help elevate the people around me. I would love a man to be vulnerable and be a leader. So I make space for that. I'm super fun and friendly. So like I love adventures. I love to live life and do fun things. So I'm kind of cool to be around, I guess.
Okay. All right. So we got Leah, Oregon, 42. What's the age range you want to date?
Ooh, I would go as low as 35 if they're mature. I prefer nothing less than 37, I guess. And maybe go up to 50 if they have a youthful spirit.
Okay. So let's do it. He doesn't have to be in Oregon?
No, actually, I prefer outside of Oregon. I love to travel, and our community is so small. It's hard to have privacy or no drama here. So I tend to steer away from Oregon folks.
Okay.
But I'm not opposed if they're, if they're here.
All right. We got some paid questions for you.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Okay. Well, we got two things. Kareem Bono said, go back, a word of advice, go back to your husband.
Okay. Receive.
Why did you get divorced?
Honestly,
Hello?
Mm.
Lee? I'm not sure if our internet went out or
sorry,
there you go.
I was getting a phone call. My bad. I'm sorry. No, I won't say anything negative about my husband, my ex-husband on the internet because he's still my child's father, and um, it just wasn't a good relationship. We were it wasn't healthy.
Okay.
Yes, we grew apart as we got mature and older. We got together very young. It was a very long term relationship. I met him when I was young, so we didn't know what we didn't know, and once we learned, we just grew apart.
Okay. Lee, Stillmatic Network said, Stillmatic Network, with G Honda said, so a man coming to your situation has permission to discipline and punch your sons in the throat when they disrespect?
I don't whoop my kids, so I don't. I mean,
Hey, yo, to punch your kids in the throat is crazy. I don't think as a parent you should be punching your own kids in the throat, so you definitely shouldn't be punching your step kids in the throat. Dog is on pure bullshit.
if that's what you do with yours, that's on you. I'm a mandatory reporter, so there's that.
I know you can't see it, but so people could know I'm not making the question up.
No, okay. When I say authority and discipline, before I engage with anybody or even introduce anybody to my kids, I'm gonna make sure that we're in alignment with how we raise children. So if it's anything that I see as a little bit extra, it probably wouldn't be a go anyway. So there's no punching or hitting of my children or any children of that matter. But you do you, boo. You do you, boo. If that's what you do, hopefully you went around
Discipline and punch your sons in the throat when they disrespect. Ooh, child, nah.
My kids are very well behaved. They don't get in trouble. So there's that.
This one said, "Oh, this I could put the blue ones on stage." It says, "You are busy. What time do you have for a man?"
Yeah, I am super busy. Like I said, when I feel like there's a deep enough connection, I do make time. I'm a scheduler, I'm a planner, so I like to make sure that we have things planned. I make time. I cook dinner. I come over for dinner. I will, we can sneak in some coffee dates and some lunch dates and some happy hours after work. I'm flexible. I just, we got to have a good connection for it to be worth it for me.
Got you. All right, Lee, what's your name on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Sure. It is exactly how it looks. It's Lee Larie, LEIGHLARIE.
DSG presents your favorite classic fleece, the All Star. It comforts you on.
Okay, this is a pretty picture.
Thanks.
Okay, Lee. You're gonna make the week's recap next week.
Oh God, okay.
I like looking at your pictures. I like it.
Thank you.
Here's Lee. Do you want to get married again?
I'm not seeking it, but I'm open to it. If things naturally flow that way, I'm open to it.
Okay. So fellas, her name on the app is Lee Larie, LEIG. Oh, I said it wrong?
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry, I meant to correct you. Yes, Lee Larie.
No, tell me if it's your name. You have the right to correct me. Lee Larie. Lee Larie, LEIGHLARIE. It's actually spelled like she said right there. Perfect.
Hey.
All right, fellas, you
Oh,
can
okay.
shoot your
The
shot.
comments, the likes is coming in already, Kendra.
Yeah, I tell people it works. You
I love it.
you can push the request in there, shot, shoot your shot. Oh, wait, what the hell? I got to see all this. Or you can scroll all the way down and push the heart of the star. This so what is all, girl? What you saying in this
I know.
paragraph,
I
girl?
put a short paragraph at first, and then I was like, "Oh my god!" I was getting some. Okay, so I struggle with the notifications of messages, and I was getting dogged out because they was like, "You say you like communication, but you ain't responding," and I was like, "I didn't get the notification," so I put like a little extra thing in there, like, here's my information, just in case I don't respond right away. My bad. I'm trying.
I'm going to read this though. It says, since I have more characters, I'm a driven woman who loves to learn and strives for accomplishment. I am a strong leader, but yearn for someone to take on that role. I'm a nurturer at heart and find joy in other success as much as my own. I don't have energy or the capacity for BS. Will always choose my peace and sanity. It's too long, child. If y'all want to read it all, if it's go to her bio and read it, hit her up. Lee is spot right there on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Yeah.
All right, girlfriend, I'm wishing you the
Thank
best,
you, boo.
girl.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, I want to ask you this question because I see
Yes.
this a lot. I hear this a lot before you go. Now, you left your marriage. It was your decision to leave your marriage, right?
Actually, it wasn't. I was willing to make it work, and I wanted to try. And he opted not to.
Okay. Well, never mind. I was going to ask you a question. It would be more prevalent if it was your decision, but it actually wasn't your decision. So you would have stayed in your marriage. Did he move on to somebody else?
He did quickly.
Do you know her? Like, was he having an affair?
I can't answer that truthfully. I don't know. I have assumptions.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. I forgot you did want to respect it. I'm trying.
Yeah.
All right, I'm wishing you the best. Hit her
Thank
up,
you, boo.
fellas.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, baby. Where I was going to go with that question, but in her case, her marriage wasn't her decision. In the case of a woman's decision to leave her marriage for infidelity or for whatever reason, and I'm not here to tell you to stay with your husband, but what I see from the men a lot of men say this: make it work with your husband, make it work with your husband, and I hear that a lot in the comment section. And here's what I've learned, ladies, and these are the things this is information I've gotten from men. Sometimes men feel like, well, here's the deal: men don't feel like they're perfect. They know they're not perfect, but they feel like they're being the most perfect to you. So if there's a man who feels like, yeah, he might have messed up in some ways, but if he's providing for you in some way, he feels like, well, I'm doing more for you than the man you're just gonna leave me to have sex with. Like, he ain't gonna pay your bills, he ain't gonna show up for you. So what happens is they don't measure themselves against Mr. Perfect. They measure themselves of who's gonna be the most perfect to you. And
A lot of us men, we measure ourselves against reality. We know a lot of men are not out here providing, protecting, leading, compromising. A lot of men are just sleeping with women and getting the fuck on. A lot of men are um, just portraying somebody who actually cares and not really truly giving a fuck about you at all. And that's all they're fucking doing. They don't really care about you. But I do. That's why I put that ring on your finger. That's why I told you I'm going to love you, protect you, provide for you for the rest of our lives, even if that shit don't happen. That's where my intentions. That's why I started a family with you. That's why I could have had these kids with anybody, but I had them with you because you meant something to me. All this shit meant something to me. This wasn't just a cycle in my life that I wanted to end, you know? And there's a lot of men are, see, a lot of women believe that Mr. Perfect is just out there waiting for me. So if you're not Mr. Perfect, you need to get out the way and make room for Mr. Perfect. A lot of men know that there is no Mr. fucking Perfect. And a lot of times you're going to go out there, more times than not, you're going to go out there and get into a relationship. You're going to leave me and go get in a relationship with a man who does the same thing to you, if not worse. And that's if you get lucky, because sometimes you don't even get into a relationship. Sometimes you just end up being single because none of these guys are going to take you serious. You got a kid or two. You a baby mama, a ex-wife, or whatever. So a lot of these men are just gonna see you as just one of many chicks, just a chick to have fun with. Okay, her baby daddy, her ex-husband got the kids this weekend. Let me go clap her cheeks, and then I just hit her up during the week and shit, so I can keep that shit going. A lot of men is only gonna see you as sex, but I see you as something more. I see you as the best woman, and that's why I made you my woman. That's why I made you my wife. And a lot of men not gonna share that same sentiment. A lot of men not even looking for marriage, let alone a relationship. So that's why a lot of men say, go fix it, go work it out with your husband, with your ex, But a lot of times in these relationships, in these marriages, so much shit have happened that it's hard to fix what's been broken, you know. And sometimes you just can't. And a lot of times you don't know that till you're in that relationship, you're in that marriage. So it's easy to say, go back and fix it, or go try to fix it. But the young lady, well, she's not even a young lady, she's older than me, but she seemed like a very nice, a very pleasant woman, all things considered. But that's me getting 10, 15 minutes of her. That man probably had 15, 20 years, because she said she's 42 and they got into a relationship young. They probably met in middle school or high school, so they probably got 20 years, and probably so much shit have happened in those 20 years, but she was still willing to stay with him and work that shit out. But the woman that he was receiving, or the woman she had become, because of all the shit they've been through, or maybe some of the shit he have done or haven't done, or him not being there mentally and sometimes not showing up emotionally for her, and all these different things have changed her to a different woman. So the woman he might get as his wife, which is his ex-wife, it's not the same woman you get. You get her all bubbly eyes and full of life and butterflies and sweet and kind and all that shit. He don't get that version of her no more, because so much shit have happened that she don't even show him that version of herself. That's why they say people bring out different versions of you.
So I say this as a woman. See, I'm different. My spiritual peace of mind matters to me more than a man, right? But there's some women who I have friends who they don't care what they go through, they'll never be single. They're like, I don't care. I'll rather have this person and deal with what I go through opposed to being single. And it ain't even a judgment. I don't think one is right or wrong. I think these are questions you got to ask yourself. And I think what happens is, especially because of the internet, we're on this space and everybody's always giving advice. Advice is not one size fit all. You got to know you. Really, only you can answer the questions for you. You know how you feel. You know what you could deal with. You know what you could tolerate. Only you know this. Can't nobody else answer those questions. So, but I just thought of, because men are very logical and women are emotional. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.
Okay, everybody, that is the end of the video. That was the first time we ever did a Kendra G video, which wasn't too bad. I liked it. It was cool. Like, subscribe. Like, subscribe, comment, and all that other good stuff. Till the next time. We out of here.